Where is it? In the southern part of North America lies the country of Mexico. It is found between the United States and the countries of Belize and Guatemala. West of Mexico is the Pacific Ocean. On the eastern coast is the Gulf of Mexico. A Gulf of California divides the mainland around area of Mexico from the Baja Peninsula. Mexico also includes some islands. These lie along the east and west coasts. Mexico City, one of the oldest cities in North America, is the capital of Mexico. It sits in a basin surrounded by mountains and is home to more than 19 million people. Mexico City contains many beautiful parks. Chapultepec Park is the largest. It contains a zoo, gardens, fountains, museums, lands, and forests. People. Thousands of years ago, American Indians lived on a land that is now Mexico and built amazing civilizations. When Spanish explorers came to Mexico in 1517, by 1521, the Spanish had conquered the religion, and Mexico became a colony of Spain. As a result, about 2/3 of modern Mexico people are mestizo. This means they are descendants of both African Indian and European ancestors. And other thirds of the population consists of American Indians, Spanish descendants, and other people who have come to the country. Today, Mexico has a population of more than 120 million people. Most Mexicans speak Spanish. More people speak Spanish in Mexico than any other country in the world. Some people speak American Indian languages. Most of the population lives in the cities. Mexico is rich in natural resources such as oil and silver. It exports tons of coffee, sugar, and cotton throughout the world each year. The country is also famous for its art and artists. Painting, sculpture, and dance have a long and rich history in Mexico. Land. Mexico has many mountain ranges, and some mountains are also volcanoes. The highest mountain is a volcano, 5,700 meters high, named Pico de Orizaba. Mountains run along the west, east, and south. Mexico also has canyons that reach amazing depths. Copper Canyon in northern Mexico is known for being larger than the Grand Canyon. The center of the country is a plateau. The raised flat lands makes it ideal for building roads and towns. Most people live in this area. Two peninsulas, Baja and Yucatan, jut into an ocean, and Yucatan Peninsula is made of limestone that has dissolved away over thousands of years. In some places, the result is spectacular caves, including underground caves filled with water called cenotes. The Sonoran and Chihuahuan deserts stretch across northern Mexico. And Sonoran Desert has more types of plants than any desert in North America. Warm, wet rainforests cover parts of the southern Mexico. These forests are home to many different types of plants and animals. The Mexico coastal lowlands contains lagoons, marshes, and swamps. Past the eastern coast lies in the Siberian Sea. Mexico does not have many lakes and rivers, but one is very well known because of its forms and border between Mexico and the United States. Mexicans call this river Rio Bravo del Norte, which means Wild River of the North. People in the United States call it Rio Grande. History. The earliest people in Mexico were American Indians. One of the most well-known is the Mayan people. Maya built great cities, temples, and pyramids throughout the help of real or animals. They also create beautiful works of art. Studies of stars and planets developed a calendar. In the early 1300s, Aztec people arrived in central Mexico. They built their capital city on an island in the lake. The Aztec was also known as the Mexican and form. That name comes from Mexico. The city of Aztec capital city, Tenochtitlan, would become Mexico City. Aztec built a huge empire in 1519. The Spanish explorer Henry Cortes arrived in the Aztec capital. Within 2 years, he and his followers had taken over the land and conquered the Aztec people. In 1521, Mexico became a Spanish colony. It remained a colony until 1821, when the people fought and won a war to be free from Spanish rule. In the century that followed, many people were farmers who struggled to survive. Wealthy Europeans owned 95% of the land. Farmers and workers had few rights to receive no education. During the Mexican Revolution, 1910, and 1920, the people rose up and changed the government. Mexico became a democracy which helped to improve daily life for the poor people. Poor. Today, Mexico is the still land of extremes. There are two main social classes, the rich and the poor, and with a very small middle class. Animals. Many different types of animals live in Mexico. The jaguar plays an important role in the stories, songs, and prayers. In Mexico's ancient Indian people, it lives mainly in the rainforests of Mexico. The largest of all, the cat, is in North America. It can measure about 2 meters in length. It has black spots and roar like the sounds of a loud cough. Unlike many other cats, the jaguar likes to swim, play, and hunt in the water. Its main source, food and preserve, a small wild member of the pig family. Sadly, the jaguar is in danger of extinction. However, many people are trying to save them. The scarred bird of the ancient Maya and Aztec, the sand owl, lives in the rainforests of Mexico. Like many types of birds, the male is brightly colored, and the female is plainer in appearance. The male's head and chest are bright golden green. Its back is blue and its belly is red, and its tail feathers can be more than 1 meter long. The mountains of Mexico live the red-needed tarantula. Its long hairy spider is named the reddish-orange patches on its long joints. The legs of its largest spider span 15 centimeters. It grows very slowly, and the female spider can live to be 30 years old. Conclusion. Mexico is a city of diversity. It has modern cities and ancient ruins. Deep canyons lie within high mountains. Dry deserts and wet rainforests cover the land. Its long history and natural beauty fascinate people around the globe. If you were to visit Mexico, what would you like to see?